I will eventually play Elden Ring. Eventually it will happen. I don't really feel like a casual. Yeah, 26 years from now. The thing is, okay, PBD. I need you to, cause you stream variety stuff, right? So you're my expert on this, okay? You're my expert on everything that isn't Spyro streaming. I don't feel like a casual Elden Ring playthrough on stream would be very interesting. I feel like I could get through Elden Ring in like 3 or 4 hours. And it wouldn't be that interesting over 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, tell me the trick. I need to know the trick. He's just streaming consistently. Ah. Well, you see, I've streamed almost every day for the past like 3 weeks, and it's all been Spyro, so... Some days I've had more views than others, obviously. But that's just how it is, baby. Although when you're like me and you're in it for the money, you kind of just want more people to be there. It's hard to be in it for the money when... You need more people to be there so you can be in it for the money. Spyro market's dry. Thankfully, you know, Elden Ring streaming is not oversaturated and barely anyone knows that game, so I think I'd be able to make my name in that niche. But yeah, like I feel like just casually playing Elden Ring wouldn't be too interesting, especially me. Like I'm not good at making normal shit interesting. I'm not even good at making speedrunning interesting. It's just I've been doing it for long enough that it's like I know about it so I can talk about it. If I'm playing Elden Ring, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember this boss. It's like, I saw the boss and I was like, it's scary, it's a big dude. Look at this big dude. And that's gonna be the whole stream. Which is why I wanted to make it be either the level 1 boss attempts or PvP, and obviously PvP I can't do because I don't have like a build that's ready for PvP. And number 1 might not even be interesting because it could very well just be me bashing my head against the wall until something eventually works. And it'll just be like, maybe someone will want to be there to watch me bash my head against the wall, but you know. Sometimes when you bash your head against the wall, you kind of don't want people to watch it. Because again, like, I think it would be cool if I had a PvP build set that I could just go into right now and I could be like, okay, someone fucking pick a weapon that you think looks cool and I'll use it in free-for-all and see how many kills I get. But I can't do that right now. I need to make a new build and get all the stuff for that, set it up, and then it would work. At least with like a level 1 build, there's some sense, there's like a similar feeling you get compared to like when watching speedrunning, which is like trying to get close to achieving something, and then not just the person doing it, but the people watching it get the same feeling of like relief and like excitement when it finally happens, you know? So, but there's like, I have two people who have been suggesting for me to like stream that, right? And neither of them are awake. You know what, that would be a really good idea actually, if like, I get a Spyro mod. And all the bosses are from Elden Ring. Nork can be Melania. You know, Godric has like a little whirlwind move. He can be blowhard, because that's like close enough, right? Toasty as Radagon makes sense, actually, now that I think about it. Because they're both, like, disguised. Because lore, spoiler, I guess, but it's not really a spoiler, they kind of just... They don't tell you directly, but I mean, you can fucking figure it out, like, really early into the game, I feel like. But Radagon is Marika in disguise. And so Toasty can be Radagon because, you know, that's a disguised boss. Because it's just sheep. Whoa. Crazy reveal. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do like a set of Elden Ring streams. One where I go through the game to set up the PvP build, and then another set of streams where I actually do the PvP Colosseums. Because then, you know, it'd be two separate journeys. One, getting everything and actually playing through the game and experiencing all the bosses, and then another one where I actually just do PvP, which would be fun, because I've never done PvP on Elden Ring properly before, so... Except for when I was forced to invade other people for Vari's quest. But then, that's not even required anymore. They made it possible to do that quest without being online. I just feel like level 1 is like... Level 1 boss attempts is like the easiest thing to stream because it makes the most sense in my head of like... Even if you don't know anything about Elden Ring, you can be like, oh, someone fighting a boss when they're at level 1, no hit. Oh yeah, that seems interesting. And then, like, when it happens, like, you don't need to understand anything about the game to be like, oh yeah, if you beat a boss at level 1 without getting hit, then that's, like, that's cool, that's big. And then when it happens, you can, you know, be hyped for it or some shit, I don't know. And you can be like, oh, epic gaming. Woohoo! Yeah, that'd be the reaction everyone would have, I think. But that's like the thing that makes the most sense in my head. That would be like someone would watch that even if they don't know about the game. Like that makes more sense in my head than someone being like, oh yeah, let me just watch this like semi-casual playthrough of Elden Ring. Cause it wouldn't be like a fully casual playthrough, it would be me going through the game again, trying to collect specific things in order to set up a PvP build, to then do PvP. Nine seconds ahead of PB already. Yeah, that was a solid toasty. I mean, didn't really lose that much time to it. Maybe like 2 seconds lost to gold, 3 seconds maybe.
Are you ready to go?
But yeah. The thing is, I'm getting quite close to the end of my level 1 playthrough. I am kind of hard stuck on a boss. But I have a strat that is kind of working for it, so I should hopefully be able to get past it soon if I just keep doing attempts of it. I just haven't been doing attempts consistently of it. And then, yeah, I'm not too far off finishing the game at level 1. But I mean, there's only a few bosses I think that are like actually interesting to watch at level 1. Because most of it is just like fairly straightforward. Crash NST is kicking your butt. I could stream Crash 1. Anyone interested in a blind Crash 1 any percent stream? I could do that. I know how to play that game. $50k channel points and I do a Crash 1 any percent run. Game is hard. It is fairly hard, yeah. Definitely the hardest of the trilogy. But I do have about 150 hours on it, and that's just because like every year since the game has come out, I do a playthrough of it, and I get all platinum relics. It's always fun, except for when I do the platinum relics, and then it's not as fun because they're quite annoying. Only a few of them are really annoying. Some are just a tiny bit annoying. But they're all annoying to some extent. Actually no, some of the ones at the start are like really easy. Dude, sick movement, man. Thanks for the good luck stuff. I appreciate it. Got the 103 earlier, but still plenty to improve on. So no free any just yet. Got the 103.54, which, yeah. I had, well, to start, my Artisans was really bad. Like, I exited Artisans 8 seconds behind PB. It was an 803 toasty exit. But I also missed the gem before going to Williams, so I had to go back to get that, and I was like, I exited Artisans like 10 seconds behind, entered Magic Crafters like 16 behind. But then Magic Crafters was kind of insane, and I'm really worried to have to do Magic Crafters, because I know I'm not going to be able to match it. In total, in Magic Crafters, I lost 1.7 seconds to gold. In actual reality, compared to my best segments splits, I only lost 0.7 because I golded Alpine and High Caves. But between all the levels, I lost 1.7. So, very ridiculous Magic Crafters. But then, I mean, I still have like 7 seconds to save in Terrace, and I still have like 5 or 6 seconds to save in Metalhead, and same with Treetops. Same with Bog. And then Dreamweavers, I have like 12 seconds to save in Haunted. Like 7 seconds to save in Lofty. Like 5 to save on that Icy Flight split. Okay. Same with the Dark Passage split as well. That's annoying. Movement. I also missed... I didn't get a first try high cap skip, so I still have like 8 seconds to save there. Still a little bit of time to save in Cove as well. I did get 1 cycle, but it wasn't as clean of a 1 cycle as it could have been, so I can still save about 2 seconds on 1 cycle. Because I almost bonked at the end of Nork and fell off as well, so that was scary. Yeah, that's kinda... Those are all the time losses I can think of. There's obviously the big thing of being 16 seconds behind PB going into Magic Crafters when I could have been like close to 10 seconds ahead of PB if I played it well enough. What if you're an entire Elden Ring run ahead of PB? If I was an entire Elden Ring playthrough ahead of PB. Yeah, I'm just 3 hours, or 3 or 4 hours ahead of PB. I don't know how long it would take me to do like an any percent Elden Ring run, because I don't know the paths to shit. But if I had enough self-belief, maybe 3 or 4 hours. Oh, wait, can you create custom lobbies? Oh, you can create custom lobbies for Elden Ring PvP. That'd be so sick if I had more than one friend who plays Elden Ring. I guess I can just 1v1 my friend. I'm gonna mention that to him and see if he'd be interested. Because, I mean, neither of us have tried PvP, so theoretically we should be on an even playing field. But he's a very different type of, like... He has a different approach to open world games compared to me. I like to explore shit, but mostly for the purpose of achieving the final goal, which is to beat the game. He just likes exploring shit because it's relaxing, you know? So... Yeah, basically Elden Ring added a bunch of Colosseums as a part of a PvP DLC. And so you can create custom matches where it's like 6 people in a Colosseum and it can be like 3v3 or like a free-for-all. You can make like 2v2v2 or some shit, I think. Or you should be able to just do a 1v1, I'm assuming. Different Colosseums in different areas have different like combat game modes, I guess. But I'm assuming if you're making a private match, you can just pick whether you want and set the limit on how many players and stuff can be there. But yeah. I need to like learn more about Elden Ring PvP meta so I can try it out and not get completely destroyed when I try it. All I know about Elden Ring PvP is that level 150 is like the meta. Level 120 or level 150, those are like the two meta levels. It's mostly offline, like, you know, it's mostly an offline single player game, but you have always been able to invade other people's worlds. And previous Souls games have had PvP modes like Colosseums and stuff, or like areas dedicated to PvP. It's just that they only added it now for Elden Ring. So PvP was still a thing in Elden Ring, it's just that now they have Colosseums and set game modes that you can do, just like the older Souls games. Like Dark Souls 3, I think, was the example that was being used in the thing I saw. Oh my god, dude. Fuck off. Jesus! Like, I can't do shit. Anywho. But yeah, it's mostly offline, and because of that, there's like ways to like grind to level 150 in like less than an hour. Like there's like there's like a farming spot you can do, and it's faster with certain weapons than others. But I mean, if you have like the setup, you can make it so it's like, yeah, like within an hour of doing it, you'd be like 150. So it wouldn't, like, the issue with like making a build for PvP for me wouldn't be getting to like a high enough level to do it. It would be, I'd have to go through the game and I'd have to study the meta to find out what weapons I should be picking up when I go through the game and what I should be prioritizing upgrades on. Yeah, I lost 4 seconds when I already had 4 seconds to save. That's so crazy. It's fine. Even losing 4 seconds there, I'm still over 10 seconds ahead of PB. I know like a few weapons that are pretty good for PvP. but I'm sure there are better weapons. Because the meta for PvP has changed quite a bit, because they've patched weapons specifically for PvP stuff in previous patches. Like, katanas used to be really good, and now they're patched. Great swords used to be really good, and now they're a bit more patched, but they're still solid. I don't even know if there's much of a benefit to doing PvP. I think you get like a good amount of runes for doing PvP, but I could be wrong. I know there is a way to farm runes at like a high level by cheesing PvP invasions, where like if you stand in a specific spot, you can make it so that the people trying to invade your world just like fall off a cliff as soon as they spawn or something, and then you get like millions of runes doing that. But I always felt like that was like a bitch thing to do, because you're like wasting someone else's time. Like they have to sit for a loading screen, load into your world, die, and then sit for another loading screen just to not even do the thing that they wanted to do, which was to fight someone. So I never used that farming method. I just did the offline one because it's just chill. But yeah, like the thing, like I want to do something with Elden Ring on stream eventually. It's just I'm so bad with coming up with like ideas for shit. So like the only things I can think of is doing the same things I'm already doing, but do it on stream, which isn't always going to be good or like enjoyable to watch. It's going to be more enjoyable for me playing it normally compared to like someone who watches it who maybe doesn't really care about the progress I've made on a level 1 playthrough. I don't know, I have like other, I guess like joke playthroughs I've done, or I've been doing. I made a caveman looking guy and gave him 2 wooden clubs, called him Feet Guy, and now I've been clubbing my way through Elden Ring, which has been pretty fun. And hey, they even buffed the clubs, so it's almost like they knew I was doing that playthrough. Well, no, they buffed their like recovery time, and then patched their poise damage, which kind of cringe because I had plans of using their high poise damage for a boss, but can't do that anymore. Because you used to be able to stunlock Melania by using a heavy club. And you could stunlock her first phase and then deal with her second phase, but now you can't stunlock her first phase.
Hop aboard for the Magic Crafter's world if you're ready.
You're a gamer? I'm a gamer. You're a gamer, Surf. Yeah, I'm 12 seconds ahead of PB right now. But guess what? If I don't play to golds in Magic Crafters, I'm guaranteed to lose time, because Alpine is a gold, High Caves is a gold, Wizard Peak is 0.3 off gold, Crystal Flight is 0.3 off gold, Blowhard is 0.7 off gold. So I better play to golds. Otherwise, this Magic Crafters is not gonna be great. It just is what it is with a run like this, you know. I can afford to lose some time. Realistically, as long as I don't lose, as long as I don't lose 12 seconds throughout Magic Crafters, I could pull something off. But there's a good chance I lose like 5 seconds in Alpine and then like 5 seconds in High Caves, and then I have 2 seconds of leeway for the final levels. But it's all good. Plus, I can improve my Alpine gold. And even my High Caves gold. It's not like they're unimprovable. But yeah. Another thing with like the Elden Ring PVP costumes though is from what I've seen, a lot of people just been like spamming. It's just like a weapon art spam. It's just the gameplay itself doesn't look like much PvP. It just looks like a bunch of like magic being thrown around and people dying from it. So I don't know how how enjoyable it would actually be to watch if you're not like familiar with the game, but I guess maybe the chaos can actually add to it. Maybe if you've never seen the game, you see just all this chaotic shit. Using flame as far as weapon not spamming. True. Okay, so the plan then is to make a Spyro build in Elden Ring, and all I can use is either flames or dragon incantations. Oh my god, PvP, but all I can use is dragon incantations. What a build. I'd get the dragon communion seal, and then just get all the dragon incantations. And that would be my build. It would be like Enter the Dragonfly, where you have all the different types of dragon breaths. Enter the Dragonfly Spyro build, but it's Elden Ring. Enter the Dragonfly was actually originally meant to be the first ever Souls-like by From Software, but they had to work on a different game. Okay, I golded Alpine again, so at least I'm not losing time to PB, I guess. If you don't want to lose time to gold, just gold again. That's the key. I should make a strategy guide for Spyro speedrunning, and it's just like, it's just advice like that. Just, if you're worried about running against golds, just improve your golds. You know what else I could try with Elden Ring? I don't know, again, I don't know how enjoyable this would be for stream content. I could try to do a one-shot playthrough where I have to try and one-shot every boss. It wouldn't be like an original idea, like obviously a bunch of people have done it before, but I don't know, I can make it so that it was enjoyable by like trying out different weapons or something. Trying not to look at too many other people's previous attempts at it. I mean, the game is so broken, you could do a one-shot build at level 1, and like, you know, that's so shit that I fucking missed that as well, because I missed that because I didn't get a fucking slowdown, even though I was actually hugging the wall, like how much more did I need to hug the wall on that first one for me to get a slowdown game, like, it loses like 10 seconds. Which, funnily enough, is about as much time as I can lose in Magic Crafters to still be even with PB. I have a feeling that doing the damage boost like that is faster than if I charge through the 2 chests and then damage boost on the 3rd one. I think if I only charge through 1 and damage boost off the 2nd, charge through the 3rd with the invincibility I have, pretty sure that's faster. If I line it up correctly, obviously. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lose like 10 seconds on this because of the 2nd try supercharge, because it just didn't give me a slowdown at all for whatever reason. Typically, you know, for a lot of supercharges you don't want a slowdown, but in high caves, the 2 supercharges that are, like, matter, you want slowdowns on them for console, so... Yeah, I lost 12 seconds there. So all the time save I acquired for our artisans and peacekeepers has been wiped. And now I just need to play essentially to golds in order to stay at PB pace throughout Magic Crafters. Obviously, I mean, I have time save after Magic Crafters, but like... it just goes to show how ridiculous my Magic Crafters was. Where one mistake has now wiped away my time save. Okay. Oh, it's not looking like a good start. Like, missing that kind of movement is like not setting a good precedent for the level. That was fairly solid. I will not lie. Dude. That's annoying. Such an annoying damage to take when it's by the guy fucking pre-firing before you turn the corner. Okay. Taking that damage there doesn't mean that I can't make it close to PB at least, because my PB, despite, you know, being close to gold, my gold isn't perfect, so... It's just fairly clean where it needs to be. Okay, yeah, this is close enough. This is gonna be close enough to gold, I think, as long as nothing bad happens here, which obviously in Magic Crafters, like, bad shit can happen in like almost any point in any level, so... I'm not entirely feeling safe right now. Yeah, I mean, I only lost a second to gold. It makes sense considering the damage I took and some of like the kind of sloppiness in my movement. It wasn't as precise as it could have been. Ugh, that's already gonna lose time to gold. That's like literally the only point in the Crystal Flight split where I have time to save is the home world, because 50.7 here is like... I don't typically get 50.7 Crystal Flights, so... And considering my best of one is like a 50.6 or a 50.5, it's... yeah. Yeah, I'll take 50.7. See, that's the thing. My PB had the same exact Crystal Flight time, but I lost a second and a half to it because of the home world, because I missed the spring chest. And I didn't even do the double charge in my PB. It's just... that's like the only place I have time to save is if I hit it. So yeah, I'm probably about... I'm probably about 3 or 4 seconds behind PB right now, which is still solid. You know, I haven't thought about this until now, but I think that the start to Blowhard, when done correctly, is the most satisfying bit of movement in this whole run. To me. For me it is. I don't know what other people think is the most satisfying looking movement, or like the most satisfying movement to pull off. But for me it's Blowhard there. Everything just connects so nicely when it goes well. And then I just golded it. Nice. Well, it's not like a real gold, it's like a tied gold, but yeah, that feels good to get that movement clean.
Would you like to go?
Hey Boris, smile. This run also has PB potential, going into Beastmakers. Ooh, will he PB twice in one day? Maybe if the gods allow it. This run is actually ahead of PB, I thought it would be behind, but no, it's ahead still. It's not ahead by as much as it was before, but somehow I didn't lose enough time throughout Magic Crafters to make it not ahead. Wow. I went into Magic Crafters 12 seconds ahead, and then I lost 12 seconds in High Caves. About a second in was the peak, a second and a half in Crystal Flight, but then I golded Blowhard and Alpine, but the golds shouldn't have been by enough to make it so that I didn't lose time. But somehow, they did, and I'm 4 seconds ahead. I'll take it. I sure will not complain. Thank you, Toys for Bob, for blessing me with another run. Toys for Bob, you are my favorite video game. Toys for Bob the video game is my favorite one. I love Toys for Bob so much, I wish they would continue to bless me with good RNG. In Metalhead, specifically. Toys for Bob hype. Okay. If this run PBs, I will never play Elden Ring and I'll only ever play Toys for Bob games for the rest of my life. Oh no, as soon as I said that, my battery on my controller's gone low. From Software has hacked into my controller and drained all of its battery. I read 4 bits now. But Toys for Bob is just so good. I was very lucky to not get hit though. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to hit this, am I? Oh, I somehow did. Well, hey. Well, hey, ya laddies. I'm a Geordie boy. Why, aye, man. Isn't it such a blessing to not be from Newcastle? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Okay, that was a gold by 1.4. I was like, yeah, this terrace is pretty solid, and then this is gold by 1.4. Alright. Okay. Fucking sure thing, Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob heard me, and they said, you know what? This is This is the only person who cares about Toys for Bob in the gaming community. We need to bless him. Oh shit, let me plug my controller in before I forget. Yeah, Toys for Bob just fucking came in clutch. Alright, Toys for Bob, if you give me good bog RNG, if you give me good frog RNG, I promise I will 106. I will 106 Crash 4. I promise, and and at no point when I 106 it will I complain that there is too much and it's jarring. I'll never complain that there is too much filler content. I will enjoy every second if you give me good bog RNG with these frogs. The RNG wasn't that bad. You know, it could have been slightly better, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain. No, 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 no. Toys for Bob, do not listen to fraud, big dog. Do not listen to fraud, big dog. Do not kill my run, Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob, I know you're listening to the stream. I know you're listening from up above. From video game heaven. If you bless this run, Toys for Bob, just for a tiny bit longer, I promise I will buy Crash Rumble, whatever the fuck it's called, Crash Team Rumble. I'm so excited for Crash Team Rumble, Toys for Bob, you don't even know. Do not give Toys for Bob 2 bits. Do not give Toys for Bob 2 bits. That is unacceptable. You would not just betray me, you'd betray all of the adoring 2-bit fans. Everyone who tunes into my stream just to watch you give 2 bits and then leaves. They're all gonna be so upset. No, do not hotfix. Do not hotfix Guanton. Do not hotfix Guanton Toys for Bob. That would not be cool. That would not be cool. It's not worth 4 bits. I'll pay 5 bits to make it so it doesn't happen. Too late, I already gave Toys for Bob 5 bits. It's too late now. They blessed it. Mashallah, this Guanton is actually blessed, holy. Oh my god, it's actually so blessed. Toys for Bob. Mashallah, Toys for Bob, that was so beautiful. I owe them 5 bits. I already gave it to them. It's in the mail. You know how it is with Royal Mail, right? You know, the strikes, so it might take a bit, but it will get to them. Wait to flaunt my wealth. Yeah. I just jumped over the ball. That's so silly. That is so silly how that happened. Silly ball. Hello, Toys for Bob? Toys for Bob? Toys for Bob, but the bit's not enough for you to fix the camera? Toys for Bob, why would you do this? Toys for Bob's giving me a heart attack. For no reason. For what? For what, Toys for Bob? There was no reason to do that with my camera. 3540, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm 13 seconds ahead of PB right now. Oh no, the 6 bits! No. PVD, what have you done? My treetops! PVD, my treetops is at stake and you gave them 6 bits! This is so dumb that this is 13 seconds ahead of PB and I lost 12 seconds in high games. Oh my god. You have to be on your own merit. No! No! How am I meant to PB? I can't believe this is 13 seconds ahead with 12 seconds lost in high Ks. That's honestly ridiculous. Oh, fuck's sake, I'll go get it. Actually, no, I think I'll leave actually. I was very scared I was going to jump too early and not pick up his 5 gem. That was very solid supercharge. Very solid, very smooth. No slowdown from the monkeys. Oh, that was clean, dude. I stopped supercharge really early and I thought I was gonna make it, but no, I just made it to the final fan chest. Very solid supercharges though. Oh. I can't make that. I can't make that. What even happened? What even happened? What even happened? Toys for Bob! Toys for Bob! I was doing so good! Why did Toys for Bob do this? Oh man, come on. Yeah, I lost 8 seconds there. That sucks. I don't get how that messed up. I did the turnaround like how you're meant to do it, and for whatever reason I didn't get enough distance on the jump, even though I held down jump. Toys for Bob just made me lose 8 seconds. I could have lost less if I just instantly fell off, but Yeah, I don't know. I really should have just charged straight down. Is what it is. Alright. I have time. I can save time. If Toys for Bob decides to change their mind and bless me on this metalhead. Inshallah, Toys for Bob changes their mind. That's fine. Ooh, do not fall off. This is not a good start to metalhead. This is not good. What? How did it not flame, man? So bad. Can I please try? Oh my god, dude. This is so bad. For context, I should be at the dragon right now. That's how behind I am. I'm about 10 seconds behind PB here. But if everything lines up still... Oh my god, Cycle's so behind Cycle, it was actually favorable. So behind Cycle, it was actually favorable. That's insane. The 10 seconds I was behind, I'm probably not as far behind now, just because the Cycles actually was so bad it turned favorable. Compared to what I got in PB where I missed Cycles a bit. Okay, but getting Monkey here is bad. You don't want Monkey there. Okay, I'm only gonna be losing like 6 seconds compared to like the 10 that I could have been losing. Which means I'm probably gonna be behind PB going into Dreamweavers, despite being 13 seconds ahead right before Treetops, but it's okay. I'm surprised I made that. Okay. Yeah, lost 8 seconds. I would have been losing more, but I don't know. So I'm probably gonna be close to 5 seconds behind PB, which is okay. That is okay. Oh no, make that fucking like 10 seconds behind now because that fan chest just decided like, you know, I don't want to lock on to the Nork. I think I'd rather lock onto the other fan chest. Yeah, I mean...
Are you ready to go?
It's not a good end to Beastmakers, honestly, but... just is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I'm like 3 seconds behind. 2 or 3 seconds behind, I don't really remember. But I can save more than 10 seconds here. if I play well enough. And by play well enough, I mean don't completely fucking lose my mind, choking every possible, every possible instance. Yeah, 11 seconds here, almost 17 in Dark Passage, and then like 7 in Lofty, with at least 5 in Icy, or like 6 in Icy. I can pull this back. It's so annoying that I didn't get him. It just means I have to waste like a tiny bit more time just to flame him when I come back around. Stop. Don't make me bonk on that fucking dude again. I keep getting recommended these videos from this guy on Instagram, and it's like a parody of one of those like 3 most important things for you to do to be successful type thing, but it's always like, if your friends aren't doing these 3 things, then you need 3 new friends. Number 3 is most important. And number 3 is always like, if they're not actively increasing the GDP of Mongolia. And ever since then, you know, I've had a real interest in raising the GDP of Mongolia. Are you guys actively trying to increase the GDP of Mongolia? Gym count good. Yeah, not gonna be saving as much time as I could have saved, but definitely better than PB. And as long as I don't go Sparkless in Dark Passage, I should be good. To also save time there. $44.56. I'm 6 seconds ahead of PB. That's also my first ever sub 45 there, so that's always fun. Okay. That's annoying that he didn't get flamed. But yeah, cycles should be good here. Ugh. That's annoying. Don't do that. Oh wow, I actually did get that. I wonder if I still have 90 minutes. My guess is no. Oh, dude, that's fucked up. They gave me like a fake flutter up for it as well. That's definitely still 90 minutes, but I'm not gonna risk it with Dreamweavers Jump 2. Because if you miss Dreamweavers Jump 1, then you're not gonna feel very confident for Dreamweavers Jump 2. Even though I feel like Dreamweavers Jump 2 is easier. Dreamweavers Jump 2 is easier than Dreamweavers Jump 1 without 90. But if you miss Dreamweavers Jump 1 with 90, then maybe you're not... Maybe you're too shaky, too nervous to go for Dreamweavers Jump 2. And it's crazy because I don't even feel like too nervous right now. Like my heart isn't beating fast or anything. Like I feel pretty chill. And yeah, I still missed it. So just because I had the wrong approach for it, obviously, it just is what it is. And the only reason why I'm not really upset missing Dreamers Jump 1 is because the same thing happened in PB. Like, literally exactly what I just said happened in PB. I missed it, I missed the first one, it's annoying, guidebook back, hit it the second try, don't do Dreamers Jump 2. So it's just like, it's annoying to not get the time save obviously, but guess it was just the vibe for today to not hit Dreamweavers jump 1 first try. That's just... Oh, I got pause as well. I got the pause and I just didn't capitalize on it. First pause, very perfect pause there. And then I just didn't realize it said 300. That's a better damage boost than I got in PV. For sure. Headset battery low. Dude, that's so annoying. I don't want to have to think about plugging in my headset right now, man. Whatever. Oh, thanks for the good luck, Hoagie. Really appreciate it. Haven't seen you in a while. I got not just the PB but world record earlier, and now this run is about 10-ish seconds ahead of that run as well, so definitely a good stream to see you. I'm pogging, bro, I'm pogging. Shit. You know I'm straight pogging on the beat. And guess what as well, Boris got a PB earlier. Fucking comes back after months away, D-Rust run, just PBs. What a silly little guy. Wow. You're throwing these accusations out that Boris was not pogging on the beat. It's a pretty hefty accusation, I can't lie. Please, dude. Please bless me. I see. You know what? There's actually some really crazy things to say. Oh, fuck. You know, and it's crazy because I trust you as well, because you're a trusted community member, so I don't see like why you would lie about something like this. So it's actually quite damning to hear that. Quite concerning, honestly, as a not just an SRT leaderboard mod, but as a Spyro speedrunning community mod. I mean, it's very concerning to hear stuff like this, and with such damning evidence against him as well. 1 second. My headset was gonna disconnect, and so I needed to unplug it from like the Bluetooth thing and connect it through a wire. So if my voice sounds different, that's why. And also I can only hear from my right ear when I have this plugged in, so I am currently playing with a disadvantage. So if this run doesn't PB, just know it's because it was a disadvantage, and it wasn't because I was like feeling the pressure or anything, because that would never happen. As a human being, you're concerned what Boris is trying to get away with. Yeah, I mean, I understand, because like, it's just not, you know. Yeah, and you believe me in saying that. You see, that's so nice, because like, I believe you. Yeah, as a trusted community member, you know, as trusted community members, we believe each other, and that's what, you know, that's what community is all about. You know, building that trust, and not being like Boris and breaking it when you cheat all your records, all your PBs. You know. So yeah, I will be bringing this up to the mods, and I will be issuing a temporary suspension, which he may appeal, although if he does appeal it, I will reject it, because I do not trust him. So. Bitch ass fodder getting in my way, making this death abuse slower. You know how it is, you know? Hey. Let me get an amen if this is relatable. You're just trying to play Spyro, and all of a sudden, all these little bugs from critters just keep getting in the way. Like, what's up with that, you know? Why has no one talked about this? Amen, amen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think a lot of us would be able to sleep more peacefully at night if we knew that criminals like Boris were no longer active in the community. Because it really is criminal to, you know, take away from everyone's hard work and dedication by pretending, oh guys, I was away for all these months, and oh, I just so happened to PB on, like, yeah, you know, likely story. No one actually believes that. We all know okay, let's be real. We've always known that Boris has been on PEDs, right? Like, everyone knows this. It's like an open secret. So, I mean, putting him away is just like... That's what I'm saying. I want to see Boris's birth certificate. That's what I need to see. If I'm going to trust Boris, I need to see his birth certificate. To confirm that he's even, like, a real person. Frame perfect pause for the gem collection. Holy frame perfect pause for the gem collection. Did you hear the sound? It went boom. That's not the actual sound. That was actually wild. What do you know about them frame perfect gem collections, though? What do you know about that?
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, absolute faith the whole time. At no point did you get scared that I was going to leave the level under gemmed. Alright. So, I don't know how familiar you are with 120 runs, but essentially everything I've done so far is completely pointless because these final 12 minutes decide the entire run. I need to get one cycle on Nork for this to PB most likely. Never mind, this one's fucking cracked. That's fair. So, Nasty Nork, right? Silly little guy. Tried to mass murder the Dragon Kingdom because someone called him ugly. Silly little guy. But we need to chase him, and there's a bunch of gems on the path that we need to chase him, right? And so typically, what you would do is And like for most people, is they would go around and get all the gems, and then they'd reach him, and then he'd jump off the platform, and then you'd have to run around again, do a second lap, and flame him. But what you can do with really precise movement is get all the gems and reach him to flame him in one cycle, one cycle. And it's really hard to do, but I've gotten a bit better at it recently, and I got it in my PV. Well, thankfully I'm not a human being, I am a narwhal. Hashtag top 10 coldest lines in gaming history. But yeah, it's really precise. It's easily the hardest trick in 120, and it just so happens to be right at the end. Now, thankfully, I'm far ahead enough on this run that actually, if I don't get one cycle, it's not all bad. I can go for a thing called 1.5 cycle, which is like where you hit him in one cycle, but you leave a few gems. You leave a few gems laying around, and then you just need to go back to get them. Those gems giving anxiety, no, you can't have her. Now here's the thing with one cycle, 2 cycle, and 1.5 cycle. Okay, so 2 cycle, cringe. You know, you don't want to do that because that would be cringe. 2 cycle loses 27 seconds to hitting 1 cycle, right? So 1 cycle equals 27-second time save. 1.5 cycle equals roughly 11 to 12-second time save. But that still means you're losing somewhere in the range of 16 or 15 seconds to one cycle. So, best case scenario, you hit 1 cycle. Backup scenario, you go for 1 cycle, you miss something, and so you switch it to a 1.5 cycle. Or you realize you're going to miss 1 cycle, so you switch it to 1.5 cycle. Worst case scenario, you go for 1 cycle, you reach the end, and then you have to 2 cycle because you did something bad that you didn't realize. Or also just as bad is you go for 1 cycle and then you miss the first spring chest. Which obviously, fun fact, if you're trying to get all the gems, you can't miss a spring chest. In case you were wondering. Because you're trying to 100% the game. Silly Spyro, you can't miss a gem. That's not 100%. Dragons gotta eat. True. Hey. I won't knock Spyro for trying to get his money up. I won't knock Spyro for trying to get his money up. So I think that cove probably was about even with what I got in PB, meaning it wasn't great, but it wasn't completely terrible. So what do you do? How you doing? What's up, Sugar Plum? Spyro Bum? Don't look at Spyro's bum. It wasn't quite cringe, so we endure. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I would say cringe level Twilight Harbor, huh? Cringe. What are all these enemies doing? Move please. Spyro is just like having to listen to me in his ear. This is how I imagine Spyro is like Spyro has to listen to the user in his ear the whole time. I know. And ugh, look at this. Backtracking for gems. Cringe level design. That's what we call it. surely they won't make a second or third Spyro where you have to backtrack for gems every once in a while. Because that would be cringy dinky cringe, as I call it. As I am known to say every once in a while. It's one of my catchphrases. You do a flippy? That's swag. Alright, not to jinx anything, but this Twilight Harbor Kid gold. So everyone who has ever had a gold in their life, say a prayer. Bless up for real, on God. I didn't think that gem was gonna home in. But then I realized Sparks is in G. Ooh, big 2.6 second gold. What you know about a 2.6 second gold at the end of a run though? Jeez. Imagine golding by 2.6 at the end of a run on world record pace. And then imagine if I then went on to hit one cycle. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, I'm just saying it'd be kind of crazy if it did happen, and then I would be really happy because then I would stop playing 120 and I'd move on to free any, but I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, I'm just saying it'd be cool. Nasty Norm is saying, damn, he's perspirating. You know, typically most people wouldn't have this energy at 5 a.m., but I'm just so pumped off the Nasty Norms. It's a new hip drug, you wouldn't understand. Because I'm cool. And I'm epic. And I know. I'm not a human being, I'm a gamer. Top 10 coldest lions in history, part 2. Jeez, man. Okay, didn't miss the first spring chest. That's always a good sign when you don't mess up the first thing that you could mess up. Didn't mess up the second spring chest, okay. Ooh, you know what? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I will say that it will be close. Oh yeah, we got it. 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 That was smooth. That wasn't as smooth as it could have been, but like sometimes you need a little bit of a roughness to your Spyro gameplay. Oh my god, I just golden Nork! Imagine Golden Harbor and then Golden Nork back to back on a world record pace. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Surely not me, because I'm just a regular old. I'm just your average everyday normal. Surely I wouldn't go with those two levels back to back, two of the most annoying levels in 120. Oh my god, and then I get a perfect pause. Oh my god. Imagine hands shaking, heart beating, still hitting frame perfect pauses after getting 2 back-to-back golds. Oh, and then you missed that. That's cringe. Alright, it's fine. I missed the MPB. I didn't hold up enough on my left stick going for it, that's why. I know, I can recognize that. I didn't hold up enough on my left stick. See? held way higher up on my left stick that time, and it worked. So that's okay, you know. It probably, I think it loses about 8 seconds to missing it, but I did also miss it in my current PV that I got earlier, so it's not all bad. Hardest trick you've seen? To be fair, alright, high cap skip is one of those tricks where if you don't know anything about the game and you see it, you're like, that's easy, you just go up. But it's actually very technically hard. You have to hold left stick in like a fairly precise way. You know that somewhat? I should have never doubted you. Because you're a trusted community member and you just know so much about the games. Managing genuine learning how fabulous. You get to do fun controller grips, yeah. That's the best part of it, is doing the fun little controller grip. Hello, can I check? Okay. I was just making sure my gem count was good, because I didn't want to get up here and then be like, oh look, it's 120, and then I actually didn't have any, I didn't have the gems. Damn, GG. Still saved 5 seconds on that loot. No, that's because flying's good, never mind. Didn't say 5 seconds. It was Boris who told you? Monka, bro, he lied. He's lying. Let's go, dude. What the fuck? The back-to-back. The back-to-back, dude. Oh my god, I'm done with 120. I'm done with 120. Fuck my chest, dude. I'm actually so hyped, dude. Oh my god. A back-to-back like the Emperor's New Groove. They said a novel could never be the Emperor's New Groove of Spyro speedrunning. They said a novel could never be the Emperor's New Groove of Spyro speedrunning. Bro, Raven who? Raven who? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Hooven! They call him Hooven in these streets. They're calling him Hooven, they're calling him Laven. They're calling him Laven.